Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Something that recently came up in various news reports over about the past 2 weeks at the time of this filming pertains to bank accounts in the Kingdom of Thailand, or more specifically, bank accounts that are sort of left, for lack of a better term, unattended in the Kingdom. So a recent article, this is from the Chiang Rai Times, but it also notes Reuters from the Chiang Rai Times. So I don't know if Reuters picked it up or if the Chiang Rai Times picked it up. I can't tell. The title of the article is Thailand's Finance Minister Defends Plan to Take Money from Dormant Bank Accounts. Headline Bangkok. Thailand's Finance Minister said on Thursday a planned Thai law to allow the transfer of money from bank accounts left inactive for more than 10 years to the Treasury will be, quote-unquote, in the public interest. Quote further, skip a little bit, quote further from this article, but I can confirm that it's not seizing people's money as reported. He said, adding account owners or their heirs would be able to reclaim the money at any time. So basically, to sort of sum up, I would recommend anybody watching this video go ahead and read that article in the Chiang Rai Times or their website. Basically what's happening here is a law is being promulgated, and I think it'll probably be passed, which basically stipulates that a bank account that has been dormant for 10 years or longer will sort of be effectively, for lack of better terms, confiscated by the government. But to be clear, we're talking about inactive accounts, like no one has had anything to do with them for a 10-year period. And I think the vast majority of these accounts are just going to have nickels and dimes in them, or bahts and satangs in them, you know, not a huge amount of money for the most part. But you do have it happen in other countries. This is not something that, you know, there are protocols and policies in place in countries such as the United States, for example, whereby if an account just remains unattended for a prolonged period of time and certain notice is provided to the beneficial owner and it's never followed up on, eventually that account is just sort of shut down, and presumably the funds are sort of just cycled into the bank or they escheat to the state. I look at this as somewhat analogous to failure to have a will at the time that one passes away. If one dies intestate and one has no clear heirs or no heirs come forward, assets can actually do what's called escheat to the state, whereby, you know, they essentially just become state property. It appears here that the property becomes that of the bank. Although, as noted, I guess if a person were to come back later and say, hey, where'd my money go? It's been, you know, 10 years and a month. Presumably there seems to be some kind of program in place, or there is going to prospectively be a program in place to go ahead and petition to get that money back. That being said, I don't recommend counting on that. So anybody watching this video who really wants to leave money lying around in a Thai account for longer than 10 years should seriously consider taking measures to at least sort of stir that pot, for lack of a better term, to make sure that it's been, you know, checked on so as not to be considered dormant for purposes of collection, basically.